First time in sponsor cheetah, and I seriously thought, yes, this guy is a well-established photographer, you know.
He wants to tell stories and tell stories about Batubawe.
My name is Trodden. I was born in Alex, and I'm a photographer.
First time in sponsor cheetah, and I seriously thought, yes, this guy is a well-established photographer, you know. This guy looks like someone who's been in photography and he's like, I would say he's a legend in photography. Then when I found out it's actually a guy who is just like us, he's trying as much as we are trying to get himself out there, you know. That's when I realized his work was more of a passion, because camera is not something he went to school for.
My
mother is just like a couple of kilos away out of Polokwane.
He was always indoors, TV.
After high school, I moved to Soweto. I went to UJ to study. I studied LLB. I dropped out in 2011.
I work as a call center agent.
This is the first camera I ever bought. Like, I shot almost everything that I know now with this camera. I can't say what really drove me to buy a camera. It was probably the atmosphere on social media at the time. Then I think after like 3 months or 4 months, the auto option on the camera broke. So I was forced to shoot manual. So that's how I got to learn how to use the camera, like how to control the ISO and aperture and shutter speed and all that stuff.
I've always shot with him since I met with him. Last via call na mangabe sifuna ukushaya photo walk ngamba naye. Mangabe khona ama gigs akhona kumele sayenze 3 most of the time yimi ukhomutso hippo, and there's like that brother relationship in between the three of us, you know.
Mostly I was shooting Mogalongwana, shoot. Doesn't matter Kokai, and I spend a lot of my time Kokas.
Now the time is style of the shoot us song, we were given that name, the Bang Bang Club.
On his way to work, especially ko bri taxi rank. O ba rata go shoota le taxi driver, di taxi re di feta, ta shoota le di street vendors.
This was the first picture that I took in pure like a subject matter to focus on. Because so there was this one day, some weekend, blow me a fella, go Pimville. Go this lady, who push a trolley, because I'm used to just snapping, so I'm busy snapping there, shooter. So I feel I'm looking at the review available, whatever I just shot. I'm like, no man, why can't I see her someone within the community?
So nena go motsa re funa zwithu zwo no fana. Re funa dzi taxi, re funa droboni, Joburg, re funa batho, re funa zwithu zwo fana. And that's what attracted me to his work. So did you wanna I think it was a photo of something trodden Joburg. And zwithu zwawe his subject matters are not beautiful. Mara mshumo wawe is very, very beautiful.
ko gae like ke gae ga maja stove se ke stove sa gale se no like no was Spanish gale for ke prima stove ke gopola like there was a thing where you pump the stove then it was lighter, but I think ke gas or paraffin, I'm not sure. This was somewhere in the East End. I was there for a friend's wedding. I shot there. And this is my great-grandmother's old house. I don't think I saw no, so this is the only picture that exists of this house. So I did a couple of shoots somewhere with the guys who were recycling. I tried to also like show the positive side of them. Why do we need them? Why are they important? So I used to share a lot of these stories via my accounts, share them on social media. And people were like responding to the stuff in a very positive way.
Una a very good eye for subject matters, and so that makes his work really, really versatile.
Whatever he has put out there, it's things that influence him as a person, things that he uses every day, people he encounters every day, the interactions, the relationships, the transport, which is taxis.
So there was always the picture and from what I was told, like a camera, but usually I shoot like family portraits more than anything.
Same time here.
Same time.
Same time.
Oh. I take it to slow motion.
That's the one I feel alright. Jenny, they make it jail. Jenny, camera, get jail.
Heal the king. As long as
it's strong. I want to
There's never really been a time when I felt like I could quit, because I haven't been doing this for long. It's been 3 years going to 4 years now. Maybe that time will come where I feel like like things are bad now, because being a freelancer, I easy. Like it's not easy at all. Moko Lechongwana has a really strong influence on how I see things now. Straight up, I was taught like different things.
Okay, so this is Umuzi Photo Club, and this is where I spend most of my time. If I'm not shooting, I do most of my work here.
I think through telling people stories, I get to find my story also, or I get to actually know exactly the kind of person that I am.
Shit. Hello.
Hey.
So I don't have a set working routine. I'm able to book a camera at Umuzi. I can use any camera. Like I'm one person who believes it's more about the eye than the actual equipment. Each day is very different. You don't know what you're gonna come across. And whatever I see interesting, I will approach Mutuano.
I'm a photographer, all right, and I just go around taking pictures of like ordinary people and trying to tell their stories and why do they do what they do. But I see a lot of guys selling like fruits around, man.
Yeah.
And where do you guys buy them?
We are buying by in the city in Mandela Market.
Before to like on job so get a picture if our mind.
You find what people want to talk. People want to say like a lot of stuff out there, and no one, like there's a few people who are willing to listen. So I just get the complete permission. If they agree, I shoot.
Especially batho ba e leng gore ke di street vendors ke bona e leng gore wa ba shoota and le ba ba e leng gore ba goga di-trolley o rata mmereko wa and wa ba tlhompha wa ba respect ba ba aware gore wa ba shoota and ha ba tsebe gore ke mang mara o hwetse e le gore ba posa
ke lo bolela gore go na le challenge e paya ko guys le ke tshwana le so
kopana le bona batho ba di-trucks ba ba laishetsa ba laishang batho ene batho ba tseba go ikhombela taxi batho ke bona nna ke blame bona haholo ba ntlamele ba khuze motho wa trucks ikhombela taxi ke a tseba go ikhombela taxi
because vele before ne se yo ntse gore motho tlo khombela taxi
then
wena se o driver mo ka e 2 rand
e ba ka rune bo driver re adopted trucks
you've been doing this for 2 years
yeah
that's cool man.
I'm trying to survive myself.
How old are you Ishmael if you don't mind me asking?
I'm 23 years old.
Are you 23?
Yes.
After taking the pictures, obviously there's the whole process I have to edit.
And he's always on his computer.
And even his editing, you know, but when they went and they saw the work, they were like, wow, this is really beautiful. You really captured the mood, you captured the tone, you captured like everything that was Hizo at that time, you know. And we worked with another photographer.
After editing, put them up on my blog, write something, ask one of the writers, Eru Muzi, to help me with the grammar because my English can be bad with the grammar and stuff. Then put it up online on my blogs or on my Instagram or wherever. The biggest challenge with being a photographer, it's a very expensive career or an expensive hobby. Like equipment is super expensive.
A camera on its own, body we buy it's an arm and a leg. Mawuqeda ukubuy a camera sekumele ubuy lens. Mawuqeda ukubuy lens sekumele ubuy ama lights. And you're not even sure ukuthi uzowathola ama client who are going to be using your services, you know. So as much as ufuna ukuzibhaya lezi zinto ngapha kumele ubuye uwe ukuthi eish manje kumele ngithole nama clients kayi.
I'd say I'm very lucky to have Umuzi where I can access equipment, and happy to have friends with a lot of the equipment. They can lend me a camera now and then. Last year, I was approached by Rendani. So she approached me, she's like, yo, I have this thing that I want to do. It's called The Honey.
So The Honey, the project Yangane, and the story about this girl, Nofiani. Chapter 1, Yajko introduced her, Hani, or Usona, so Guy. Chapter 2, Rajko says Mabudzi Awe. Chapter 3, Rajko says Yizo. Chapter 4, like was almost like a continuation of Chapter 3. So what it is basically is an online story that is continuing, and it's a collaboration between Khomozo and myself.
Especially from mid last year till now, they are now realizing Guti Khomozo is making a heat wave, and they're gonna also be part of that heat wave, you know. So locally, his content, move around. At least in the next 5 to 10 years, he should be a DOP for movies, you know, because he's very good at that as well. I mean, he was working on The Hangman, and they loved his work from word go because of how he sees things and how he imagines things.
They were really excited. They were like, yo, man, the way like you already gave a bit of life to the movie before it even came out. People can have an idea of how this movie is gonna look like already, just of these pictures. And he was like, yo, man, I'm actually gonna give whoever's gonna color grade this movie, I'm gonna tell them to reference these pictures. Even like media houses, I remember the first publication that I had was Kumele Guardian. I was like Negatabile, and I remember the picture was a picture of these two ladies who were dancing in a tavern in Zola. So they published this picture and wrote like a small caption about me. They end up publishing it. Let's see. Yeah. Within that time, I was able to go to intern, go the Star newspaper. I was there, I was a photographer there, an intern photographer I used to travel with the other photographers, share them and shoot whatever.
Okay, mama, na picture as an intern go Sunday Times. I reckon Sunday Times.
I was there for some time, but it was a really nice learning experience via photojournalism. But I felt like for now, that's not the route that I want to take. This whole collaboration with me and Rendani, it's grown from just being a collab into like a whole business.
And I think also for Khumuso, it's almost like an experiment, right? To see how far he can go as a conceptual photographer.
There's been like so much going on. Like we've had like different clients coming to us. We showed at the Trodden Art Fair this year. There's another client that came to us who really liked our work. Not really a client, but they wanted to do like a collab with us. It's a musician, and she wants us to like, basically collaborate with her as the Honey and shoot a music video.
Thanks.
So far, we've prepared everything. Everything is cool. So, but if it does fail or it doesn't go as planned, then we'll see where we went wrong and try to fix it from there.
We're getting dressed up, we're doing makeup. So that is like out of the ordinary for the Honey. Like we're going the extra mile.
So like being transformed from being in front, like behind the lens, to being in front of the lens is like the weirdest thing ever, because now from Rendani didn't plan to, he hadn't planned how she's gonna play the Honey, but it ended up happening. So when we had to introduce the new character Gavin in chapter 3, there was no other person to play the person but me. It feels kind of weird, but hey, if it works, then why not? I'm all for like trying new things. So yeah, it's cool. I like it. Okay, so right now we go Eldorado Park to shoot a music video, non-conformists. So I'm here as Gavini, and Arape, I'm here to come shoot the pictures of the whole thing, come shoot the stills of the whole video.
So like he doesn't like to be in front of the camera, but because in chapter 3 over a panda camera, now he needs to like take up that role of the guy that he was playing, the guy Ufi Gavini, and be that person in the video as well. Mara ukweta like the behind the scenes and taking Zunepe. So there's like 2 parts to this collaboration.
The environment has been cool, but more like Baramureji with like open arms. I don't really face like any problems. I think they're happy and personally, I'm also happy to see project Tomile sometime last year, around this time of the year. I'm happy to see it coming this far now, because now it's coming to life. I mean, like, we never even thought we could be collaborating with someone like non-conformists. She's good, like she's very good at control.
But the Honey is like a short film or something because of the way but that's not what it is. But this time round, people are going to see for the first time the Honey in motion in this new collaboration.
akafuna ama-mistakes and akafuna ukudisturba makaspana. As much as singahlala siqoqe siringe mara makaspana noma uthi uringa naye hayi ukuthi uyakwata mara kuba naleyo tension yani ukuthi hayi mani ngiyaspana mfethu wo soringa makancane yabo mara immediately makaqeda vele immediately makaqeda ukushuta whatever ishutayo uyaringa nawe kahle akubuza ukuthi bothini bofuna ukuyenza yini yabona
watlogela ireyitsa vele
Can I throw the money in the air?
So how much money do you have now?
Got a lot of money.
You know how much it is?
Basically, yeah. Though not really. It hasn't started like that. So Mona, she sees me, but I keep playing and I look back again, and she sees me still. Then you come
But don't
down.
I also see you looking at her?
Yeah, then you come down, you see me looking at her, then you come join me.
So from here, man, I don't know, man. It just depends on what comes after this. But I know there's still much more work to be done with me and Rendani, like Bayat Honey. We still have to, there's still more chapters to be released. People must watch out for that. There's just more work to be done.
In international galleries, international magazines, international everything. Like as business partners to go very, very far. Like we want to go Nda, South Africa, you know. Like we're not limited and that we're not what the world thinks we are and whatnot. Like and so Storozashu we want to tell them all over the world. So we're looking at traveling very soon. Moving with the Honey, even with his personal projects and even with my personal projects, like we really want to be international, and I believe that we will be.
I'm not saying being an accountant or a lawyer or a doctor is not like it's not I don't know how to put this, but like the creative field or the creative industry, you can also make a really great career out of that. You can be an illustrator or you can be a photographer and still make a living the same way a lawyer can. So go out there, do your thing, and kick some butt.